Leave a recon bolt queued up here. Try and get some information on the retake. The smokes are out in the dark covers. Oh, okay. KP can hop on into it, but doesn't find the kills. The frenzy gets a bit too wild. Brings up the rear. The tag to make sure Panini does not see the light of day on the back end of a nebulous smoke. And Lorri trying to hide inside the cloudburst. Shopify down to their last two. Make it their last one as flowerful needs to try and do some damage. And, well, unfortunately falls a little flat.
On Shopify to hold against the Cloud9 advance.
And no real way to stop the control out towards A long. And that is the result of that. So 2 quick kills swing the way of Cloud9. One gonna be answered back by Panini, but unfortunately not alive for long. Can't back away from the squad. As it's down to the last 2 once more. itnothan, flowerful. The last 2 in the anti-eco and the last 2.
That flash out from the Yoru, I think it did connect onto the close player, but the spam was just better. Out of the Spectre, run and gun, proving itself to be admirable. I mean, that's a bit of a heartbreaker for Shopify, really, because they have this big investment. They know that Cloud9's going to be coming in. They try the aggression, which I didn't hate, but...
Taken down, and they're playing together here, so there will be 2 players as they look to swing. Mel, the swing off contact here from Jazzy. Jazzy finds the first, Mel to find the second. They do it beautifully, just like Cloud9 does, and a near flawless for their 4th round. The information tools in the drone and in the Trailblazer, both going to be taken down. KP not spotted out for just a moment. Pushing through the smoke, though. Panini bites off more than she can chew there. Lorri's able to trade one back with the knives in hand. Just goes a bit too high. The crouch from Jazzy secures a kill in response. KP able to use that gate crash to get out of dodge. Able to close out that kill onto flowerful with 17 health on, forced to back away once more. On this full loss bonus, so it actually looks like she's going to send it an Annie. Just down, though, to the 3 sheriffs in the hands of Shopify.
I look at this util from Cat. It's so oppressive. Keeps them out. There is the paranoia forward. They're trying to fight this, but Jazzy sprays away from front sight. Ready to take another duel. Jazzy for 3. Panini has upgraded a weapon and isolated this to a 1v2. She needs to win over Cat. Both whipping the shots. It's 1 HP. A single shot will do it. Onto the classic. Cat will close. And Cloud9 keep it going.
A technical pause, Mimi. A technical pause. And this is where we could probably finally see the first round for Shopify. Hunter's Fury going to go just a bit wide. Nanostorm to stop things, and that spike not planted in a great spot here for Annie. Has to get on the side as flowerful sticks to defuse. The kills to come on through, and it's flowerful to close it out. Shopify finally on the board.
Oh, good round out of Shopify there.
Lockdown to be used down towards short. It is, and you know, if you were watching some of that tech that we saw earlier, I believe in the open qualifiers as well as in the Masters, you would know just how. Not going to be the case. Excuse me. We do have a player advantage, one of the first we've seen in a really long time for Shopify. So with that 1 player up, a detainment came on through, so they had to back away. They have to regroup. It's another A plant here for Cloud9 with 3 remaining. On the shadows going to be used. Try to get some information on the site. Seekers used for the information as well. Alexis going to find the kill on to the Sova. Chopping it down to a 3v3, but low HP. Alexis and Annie need to be careful, as does Kat. She peeks out. She swings too far. She gets taken down. A 3K for Alexis. It's all up to Panini. But of course, it's Annie Dro on top. Obviously, that firepower to sit those upgraded pistols down. The gate crash actually spotted. It's going to be taken down, but flowerful puts one into the side ahead, the head of Mel, and doing so finds another. Flowerful having herself a game here, especially with these sheriffs. Showstopper going to go out towards CT, not going to find anything just yet. It's a 3rd for flowerful, and she is still up, still running. Panini able to find the train kill onto Annie. A 1v2 situation, but only 80 health between both players, and it's Katsumi to go multi-kill again. Panini locking it down, going to step onto the spike, look to go halfway here. Kat surely going to try and spray on through as they dance through the spike. Panini doesn't find the shots. We've got ourselves our very first respawn clutch. Try and hold it down. Now KP needs to do something miraculous here. All 5 still standing as that spike gets planted. So now working against the clock in a 1v5.
KP already revealed. Dink comes through. This round's over. 1v5, 26 HP. Best she can hope for is keeping this weapon in Cloud9. They're not going to let that happen. It's the first secret lab flawless.
Shopify just haven't, not only do they not have the arsenal, but they just haven't been able to stop them at all. The guiding light can go through. Alexis spots out flowerful in the corner because of the flash there. Unfortunately, those shots go just a bit wide. That widespread on the judge, not wide enough. Leaves it up to Panini. You said it's surprising that that was our last secret, or our first Secret Lab flawless in that last round because they have been looking her footing underneath her for Shopify. Hunter Shurius, nice shock dart, gonna chip away at Jazzy. 23 health, needs to back away now. With 10 seconds left on the clock, the kills are starting to come through. That spike finally getting planted. Nothing able to delay it just yet. itnothan gonna push on through, not able to finish it out. There it is at the end, a 3K for Han and a second round for Shopify as we go into the second half.
Looking good for a second. I was just kind of ragging on KP for the Euro pick. And
you don't give up anything for free here. It's a 1-for-1. The trade kills land true as Annie gets spotted out. 2 players back towards the defender-sided spawn. Should be working hand in hand. We'll see how Annie decides to push on through. It's actually going to be shots through the dark cover. It's a leaping right click, and now it's all up to flowerful with 34 HP. Spotted out by the alarm bot. A nano swarm, but the spike being diffused. Mel just going to hang on to that one. Flowerful stays alive only for a moment. Finally falls at the end. Spotted that one out, and we'll make sure that KP doesn't look to make a play like that. The Stampede is currently being heard, and the flank is currently happening, but right in front on the side, it's Jazzy. The bouncer at the door finds 2 kills. Flowerful trades it back, but Mel sits Flowerful down, and that's a lot of firepower off the board as the run and gun just lands too strong. Our covers go through. Recon Bolt going to be taken down. It does get a ping off, but unfortunately, the Guardian going to find a ping there onto the head of Lorri. Jazzy looking to push forward here. Swings out towards long. Sheriff and Panini is able to sit one down. Mel still going to work, though, backing up the rest of the squad. And what could be the last round of game 1. It's all in the hands of flowerful. I wouldn't want it to be anywhere else, but I would want that spike to be somewhere else, Mimi.
yeah, this one feels like a long shot. 20 seconds on the clock. Spike not quite in her possession. And look at the crossfires established for Cloud9. Everyone in position to shut this play down. And the game should all be over unless Flowerful can go huge. She gets a double, but
Yoru is one of those agents, just like we see in Jett sometimes, where they go to use that tailwind to get away, and they get tagged, and they end up falling.
Fun still tucked in here for the moment. KP spamming away, but the Cloud9 retake coming quickly. However, Shopify out on top. It's 3 frags across the board. Nice shots from Lorri, but Alexis somehow doubles down and makes this 1 versus 2 clutch. Now, doable heal up right now on the wall to work with Spike. Landed directly across from her, but for Shopify, they're playing this together, trying to isolate these duels, but Alexis has another. Han's on 1 HP. She's up and over the top, but Alexis somehow pulls out the 1v4, keeps Cloud9 going as they pick up the pistol. I mean, Tanner, that is a statement from Alexis with the respawn clutch.
And again, the utility as the boombot goes down. Lorri able to go aggressive, strip the bulldog away from Jazzy, but Annie is there to battle one back. Spike has fallen and needs to get planted. Lorri finally going to get that one down, but Alexis has the high ground and finds yet another, and the clock is ticking. It's a 1v3 for Panini, and the force does not go her way. Annie with 3, Cloud9 to 2.
Find any teeth, but look at this set of Viper utility out of Cat. That orb denies the plant, and she has lineups directly where you're going to be wanting to plant that spike. So it's so well controlled from C9 because they give up this space, but this utility allows the retake to be very easy once it comes, and you already see Util just raining in. It's Cloud9 mopping up the board. Flowerful.
Not the reaction time. The first kill swings the way of Cloud9 once more as Katsumi plays on the opposite side of the toxic screen. The orb being heard, picked up, dash onto the side. itnothan punished for it as she looks to get on. The rifle round falls just like that. 1 kill to be picked up. It was Annie the only to go down when those snake bites get sent out as well. Showstopper going to be used, but it's going to be answered back by Mel. The Vandal comes out on top of the rocket. It's the first kill to swing the way once more of Cloud9. The rest of the squad from Shopify looking to push on, and Pistols might not have what it takes. That spike falls. Annie going to right her wrongs from that last round, picking up 2 kills, dropping the spike carrier. But they're waiting for Flowerful, needing to get something done here. Will be spotted by the turret. Viper's pick goes down. Katsumi able to hop on the board with Alexis. The duelists are down as Flowerful looks to stop a flank and is able to do so with the resurrection. Things looking fairly even. As I said, back and forth we go. Panini able to find one with the snake bites, and now Annie needs to come up clutch. Miss multi-kill in rounds previous.
Well, with that, not going to be able to isolate this duel. The time is already gone. Likely is looking to save onto the weapon. Shopify finally finding their way onto the board, and it seems like the B site was the solution. I also like that when they're executing there, still finding her impact. This is falling apart for Shopify.
is unless they can find these kills here. Han able to find one. Unfortunately, now just down to the classic. Forced to back away. But Katsumi pushes forward to try and stop the play. KP still on the flank, and Shopify get it done again. I have no idea how Jazzy got away with that, and now they're just looking to grab anything they can as flowerful finally trades a kill back. Mel there to put that spike right back where it belongs on the floor, finds the second to close things out. And
as Alexis and Jazzy pushing up towards B main, Panini, she has to contain this, and
God.
she gets them both. Huge for Shopify.
Yeah, if Panini is firing on all cylinders, so is the Shopify squad, and we get to take a peek right there. It's all down to Annie, who's able to find one, now forced to swap weapons from either site now. B is obviously just have to take the fights and win them, just like this right here, but it's Mel to come out on top. KP will fall, swings for another itnothan, goes down, and a nano storm to push Alexis off. The spike will go down, but those kills should not be happening. It's Jazzy to find another, and Cloud9, they just always find a way to get it done. I don't know how they do it, but they just keep doing it. And Shopify found the first kill in the round, but now down to the last two, and it's the post-plant meta here for the last two. We saw Snakebite go through, Nano Swarm on the spike as well. It's buying a bit of time. They don't have much more. Panini on top of Greybox with a takedown one. Flowerful hops on the board as well, and they're looking to salvage this one, but Alexis says no way, Jose, for one. The resurrection to make it a 2v1. Flowerful needs to come up huge, but it's Alexis again for Cloud9-7.
Somehow it's always Alexis when it does come down to these clutch situations, brings Annie back into play. And the defuse, it's close, but it will come through. It's the respawn clutch.
Gonna secure that kill, so Shopify, no lockdown to be had. Han now playing the high ground. And I don't know if they can get back into that Viper's pit. The dash on through, but Annie's ready for it. KP playing aggressive, able to take down the opposing Viper, and Annie on the way to find an ace. A 1v1 situation to get it done. The Snakebite to work around. There's the kill. There's the ace, and Annie gets it done.
All right, well, Annie, not only did she ace, but she broke the lockdown with the Hunter's Fury. That entire round was just Annie drove going huge. Careful. Waiting here for a moment still. Katsumi will check on this, but the timing eludes her. Steps made. The turret's still up. That should shut this all down. This 1v1 could matter in the way of the round, and well, it doesn't go the way of Shopify. KP up the boost, picks off one, and Han another, but it's cut down to KP, and Alexis will deny that clutch. That round, it felt a little scattered, but in way of committing, it's C9 pushing towards mid. The wall isolates these duels. Annie holding the flank stoically. A double there for the Sova, and Alexis just fighting back in, cuts it down to one. Panini alone, clutch at her hands. It's a 1v5 to boot. It's already a player on the hunt. Jazzykins ready for this, has the shutdown. It's a secret lab, flawless.
And maybe a back away, so they concede the B side as Lorri swings out for maybe a bit of information and possibly gets spotted. No, doesn't get spotted, but this time it's not just Mel alone. Annie right behind. They're able to find the kills, no less. It's 2-2 for Katsumi and Mel, and it's all down to itnothan, who's creeping up towards the kitchen, and Katsumi licking her chops, looking for a 3K. It's Alexis to steal it away for a secret lab flawless. Not great for Shopify, so it's down to the weapons here, and now it's just down to two. Panini, no way, Mel gets it done. Tries the swap to the Frenzy, not able to do it. Only 19 health separates Cloud9 from map point, and there it is from downtown Annie Dro. As Lorri finds another. Shopify looking to hang on. 2 quick kills, gonna make it a whole lot more doable. Now down to the last two. But the clutch gene is there only for a second. Annie finds one. Lorri picks up her third, and now Mel needs to get something done right here, right now. Is holding the flank the entire round. Now needs to come online. Welcome to the round here with 10 seconds left. Not very winnable here for Cloud9. Mel's able to find one on a KP. Find another. Expecting something on the flank and running out of time. So Shopify should secure the round here. A 3v4 situation. Should be a comfortable situation for Shopify as they found themselves here so many times thus far in this series. KP, the last one standing. Annie and Mel able to close things out. They did a bit better, but it wasn't enough to stay in the upper bracket. Cloud9 White.
Screamed in your first match. You go 13-2, and then you start things off. You're like, all right, guys, we're resetting.
Yeah.
And then Alexis clutches a 1v4. Like, that's just so painful. And I mean, 13-4, scoreline looking dominant. C9.